What's good, YouTube land? What's Eternal without his main weapon? This is the Eternal Edge. It'll stay sharp forever. But of all the weapons in all Kamen Rider, just a kind of simple knife. With this nice picture of Eternal blue flare there. On the other side, slightly different picture with his cape billowing. E! These fists are rated E for everyone. And is there a sad Pac-Man? I don't see a sad Pac-Man. I do see a knife. Yeah. It's fairly decent for size-wise. Like, the blade... Okay. Here's my water bottle. Here's... I don't have any other... Yes, I do. Here's... Ankokuken Kurayami. A much smaller version of what is a full-size sword. Versus a almost 1-to-1 scale of a knife. So yeah, it's a pretty good size. I don't think they made an Eternal Edge in the original toy line. They did the Skull Magnum, the Trigger Magnum, the Metal Rod. Yes. And some other things, but as far as I could tell, they never made an Eternal Edge. So you can see the blade itself, the actual cutting portion, is clearly made of obsidian. How else would we explain the blackness? I could have said that a lot better. I'm sorry. And it's slightly rubbery. You could still brain a Womp Rat with it, probably. Or your little sister. And other than that, it almost passes as just a generic knife. If it weren't for the maximum drive slot right there. I do like the white paint on it. It's like no other maximum drive slot has that shade of white. And overall, it fits well in my hand. I can spin it better now than I did in the unboxing. Go watch that. And it doesn't even have a visible trigger. It just has a... Can you see it? Yep, right in there. Also, I really like the battery compartment is covered up. What I'm not a fan of is the off switch. Is also covered up in that same piece. It takes 2 AAA batteries, and it's held on by these clips. But let's turn it on. Do that again. And now you have some sound. So you have some slashing sounds. And if you hold it down, you get that sound. I'm not sure what sound that is. And you occasionally get random sounds. I'm not sure if there's an order to them or not. Kind of reminds me of the Legacy Dragon Dagger a bit. It had 3 buttons that did random, like, a random dagger hitting something sounds. That's kind of the vibe I get from these sounds. Of just the knife hitting something, just... Maybe hitting another Kamen Rider, causing an explosion. That's probably a miss. And I don't know what... Oh. Are you done? I don't know what that bit is for, but it must do something. And the only other thing we can do is insert a guy memory. And how you get Eternal's preferred maximum drive. Not that the sound changes, this isn't the 1.5. And to unlock it, you press the button in the back. You could do it with any guy memory. And that's it for this. I like it. I highly doubt I would be allowed into a convention or even on the bus if I carried this, so yeah, I'm probably not going to even try it. Have to cover up the blade or something, just stick it in a bag. Blade down, obviously. But yeah. It's a nice toy. I like it. Whoa. Come on, I can spin it better than that. I don't want to turn it off because we're not quite done with this video yet, because we have one other thing. And it seems the trump card always comes to me. Because this is the CSM T2 Joker memory. It has said so on the box. So, the reason for this is in one of the movies, because Eternal's in two. One of them, Eternal's main power, at least one of his powers, is the ability to disengage or deactivate other memories. So, like, the first time we see him fight and he defeats a bad guy, when he activates his finisher, it literally makes the guy immovable, like he can't move, like he's stuck. So, it just happens to be the T2 Joker memory ended up with our lovably half-boiled detective Shotaro. Because basically he's connected to Joker. Ever dance with a commoner in the pale moon night? So, you can see the tip is blue, signifying it's T2. And that's the other feature of this one in particular. It has A to Z in it for every other guy memory. Bird. Cyclone. Dummy. I'm looking at, maybe not you, but you over there. Eternal. Fang. I should get a Fang memory. I still don't have one. Gene. Snitsky. Wilder. The guy with the massive tongue. Gene something from Kiss. Heat. Ice Age. Key? Yeah, I think that's Key. Luna. Metal. Nazca. Not NASCAR. Nazca. Ocean. Puppeteer. Jim Henson? The guy who did the Muppets? Yeah. Queen. Nah, it's King now. Queen's gone. Rocket. Rocket on. Forze. skull. Trigger. Not Ultraman trigger. Unicorn. My favorite, violence. Weather. Extreme. My extreme memory doesn't work, even with batteries in it. Yesterday. I could have made this review yesterday. And zone. Unfortunately, none of those activate sounds in here or the maximum drive slot. But we do transform. Henshin. And obviously I've already done the maximum drive. It's a weird... I have a weird nitpick. I don't like Shoto's transformation into Joker because, like, what's the point of doing that when you can bring your hand down and it's a lot faster than bringing your... I'm not a fan of poses that... It's hard to explain, that don't, like, immediately go into the transformation. Like, it's you're posing for the sake of posing instead of posing to make it easier to transform. Weird nitpick. Right. I constantly forget that pulling the trigger doesn't activate this. I kind of wish it did. But also, I need to get out my original Joker memory to compare them. So here's my two Joker memories. You can see the sticker difference and the gold tip difference. This one isn't a fan of always working, but it can work. Or not. It prefers not working. But yeah, this one is designed to not have the pause, because gold tip memories have that pause to allow the silver ones to go first. Let's try that again. Nope. Nope. Good enough reason to get a new Joker memory, I'd say. Who knows? Whoop. I swear, somebody... They should have done better marketing with the names for the Kamen Riders in Double. Like, Kamen Rider Double makes sense, sure, because it's two people, double the Gaia memories, but, like, everyone else is just named after their Gaia memory. That's lame. Like, sure, it's the only way you're ever going to get a Kamen Rider Joker, but, like, that's one good line in Axel, Eternal, Skull. I wish they had more creative names. That's all I'm saying. Henshin. I don't have much else to say. I like the T2 memory. I don't know. I like Gaia memories. This is fun. The 1.5 version is slightly different, other than having a silver button, which is more show accurate, and having a more show accurate sticker. It has the A to Z as a separate option. Like, if you press the button, it'll just say Joker until you hold it and activate the other mode. Then you get all the guy memory names. And I can't remember if those get their own final attacks on the 1.5. But I do know that version of the Joker memory has his other finisher, his Rider Punch and his Rider Kick. Obviously, he has to do both. He's a homage or a pastiche to previous, like, old school Kamen Riders. But, you know, I think we're done with guy memories at the moment. I don't think there's any more I'm gonna get. Who knows if I'm gonna get a new version of the Double Driver at some point. I could get the 1.5 randomly and be like, hey look, I have 2 of these now. Which is not the best use of my money, but it's my money, so if I want to do it, I'll do it. Probably not anytime soon, though. I'm thinking max 1 more purchase before the end of the year, because the Postal Service is kind of iffy on if they're going on strike or not. They gave a 72-hour notice yesterday, the day before this. So if they go on strike, I don't want to be ordering anything at that point. So I'm gonna wait till like December, see what happens. But maybe I'll get in 1 more order. We'll see, but it won't be related to these. I think I already have one in mind. May your wind blow forevermore. Until next time, keep it weird. Bye.